Hey everybody, just doing something a little different today. As you might be able to guess, I have been bitten by the Mugenbine bug. The Mugen bug, if you will. I'm sorry. And I will be getting to the various figures that I have I can't say short order, but eventually I will be getting to the various sets and stuff that I have, because I really do want to... My tea, hang on. That's better. Okay, anyway, I do plan on getting to the other sets. It's just, I kind of wanted to go over this right now because I don't really see this guy in particular. This is LeadSaurus. I don't particularly see many videos of him. Granted, I didn't do too much searching, but don't really see that many videos. And unlike his counterpart, LauncherSaurus, which is black and white, and this guy is clearly blue and darker blue, this guy comes with these 2 extra pieces, little translucent cannon things. And that's significant because it allows him to form a super robot mode. But had no idea how to do it. The only reason I even knew there was a super robot mode was because of somebody on TG Omega's Discord server sharing a photo that showed the super robot mode, and even then it was just a photo. So it didn't actually show you how to put it together. It was just, this is it, try and figure it out. But I figured it out, and I thought, since there aren't really that many videos on this guy, maybe I should show you all how it works. So that is what I am here to do. I'm going to show you how we make LeadSaurus's super robot mode. So we begin with the Mugenroid, as always, and just going to fold him up as you do into what is more or less the stock Mugenroid configuration. Also, you want to flip down those pegs. Then these will peg into the bottoms of the feet, just like that. And I'm gonna spread these out a little bit. The hinge is really tight. There we go. I believe you want these facing out, but at the same time I believe it doesn't matter because it's just aesthetics. So do whatever you want. But there is that. Next, we are going to construct the arms. So you want one of these small thin pieces, you want them pointing forward, and then you want, which one do you want? Okay, you want to flip the guns around so that the fancy bit is pointing out, and you want this peg in there. And that will be an arm. That'll be specifically his right arm, and then left arm. Okay, this is where I wasn't sure what to do, because the rest of this stuff could figure out pretty easily from the photo. But when it came to figuring out how these are integral to holding everything together, I was it took me a few minutes to get it going. So I'm going to plug this in here into these pegs here. These are the pegs that move on the shoulders. So you want to plug it in to those pegs, and that will form the chest. And now I'm going to take this piece and rotate. You see, it does spin. You want to rotate it. You want to make sure that this peg and this peg are as far apart as they can get, because it won't line up if you do it this way. So like this, turn it upside down so that these pegs are pointed up. Then you take one of the cannons, and it's got pegs and ports all over it. You want to use the ports on the top here, and the forwardmost port will plug in here, and then the back port will plug in here. And then you do the same with this, with the top ports there. Plug those in. And this is the big thing. This is what you need to do to get all this to line up. because there are no pegs on the, get this out of here real quick. There aren't any pegs on the back here, it's just the one port, and it's just ports back here. So there's no way to actually attach this to the back other than by doing it this way. And again, would have been nice if I had some kind of instructions or better photos to go off of than like a single product shot, but whatever. Anyway, just going to slap the arms on, and I think like it's kind of, you know, you can peg them on either up front here or back here if you want. I just think it looks better up front. And then lastly, this piece, the only place I like it was not in the photos at all, just from the angle, and it was from a front angle, so I can only assume that it got pegged in back here because there's like absolutely nowhere else it could go. So peg that back in there and fold that down to just tuck it away a little bit. And lastly, fold this down and rotate this bit around. And there we have the head. And that is LeadSaurus' Super Robot mode. I mean, I'll talk about this and the other stuff in more detail in my, you know, boring aesthetic critique manner in the future, but just wanted to show you all, this is how you make the goofy but also kind of cool looking Super Robot mode with LeadSaurus. Again, these cannons, very important because they have to kind of hold all of this together. If you try and make it without these cannons, it won't quite work because this won't be able to peg on anywhere, and these arms will have to peg way too close to the body to be able to move. So that is how that works. I hope this is helpful for anyone who might have LeadSaurus or be curious to know how you're supposed to do this without any kind of instructions. Thank you everybody for watching, and don't get any Mugenbine stuff. It is a Pandora's box you do not want to open. I got like 2 sets out of curiosity, and now I've got like close to a dozen. Just don't do it. It's you don't want to you don't want that on top of all the Transformers stuff that you're probably already interested in. It's too much. It's too much pressure.